Hello and welcome to Great Hang, the greatest hang that's ever hanged. I'm your hang, Tim McLaughlin, coming to you with your other hang, Myka Fox. Hello, Myka.
Yo, Tim, how are you?
Oh, I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm good. I'm fucking stoked because this is our fourth podcast here at the Vail Comedy Festival and our first one that is fully packed. Thank you guys so much for coming out.
Yes, give it up for yourselves for coming out to the show today, gang. You hear that? You hear that? And that's the Vail Comedy Festival every Memorial Day weekend.
Yeah, Goo Gang, you have comers, man.
Yes.
They're coming for you.
We appreciate all of you guys. Does anyone in here, by round of applause, have heard of our podcast, Great Hang, before? Everyone should have clapped. This is hurting my feelings. Yes, thank you.
Tim, we're going to win him over today. I'm fucking stoked.
I think so. I think we're going to win him over. I think we're going to have a great time. We have a great guest.
Yes.
One of the headliners of the Vail Comedy Festival every Memorial Day weekend.
We get $50 every time Tim does that.
We have Mal Hall, comedian from San Diego, California. How are you?
I'm good. Thanks
How
for
does it
having
feel finally being in a city full of rich white people?
me. I was going to say, I feel like I'm at home.
Yeah. This is high altitude San Diego,
Yes,
right?
Exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. San Diego, I think it just came out a couple of weeks ago. It's officially the most
it's gay?
expensive, most expensive city in America.
Oh,
San Diego
congratulations.
is? Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. And you think the Navy's not doing anything, but they're making it the most expensive city in America. That's great.
It is not great.
No, it sucks. Makes Mike and I feel better. We live in New York, so it feels good to...
Yeah,
Oh,
just-
anybody can live there. In fact, if you have no money, that's where you live, on our street.
It's true. You can live on our stoop. And we have to step over you because I don't want to the guy's sleeping on our stoop. I'm not trying to wake him up while I go to my job.
We have a no step on human beings policy here at the Fox McLaughlin household.
That's right.
Nice.
So San Diego, are you originally from San Diego?
I am.
Wow.
I am. I'm one of the few. It's a transplant city, so normally you just meet people that are trying to escape winter. You know, we take on immigrants from the Midwest and the East
Yes.
Coast and the South, and they
Shout
drive
out
up
Indiana.
the cost of living.
Yeah, that's good. I like that. I don't think I know anyone from Indiana that's ever moved to San Diego.
They're out there.
Indiana is good. It's a good state that's never done that. I'm from Indiana, by the way. I don't know if I know you guys are all fans of the show and know that. So it's good.
I don't know if you could tell by the fact that he looks like a piece of corn and a piece of potato.
What the hell?
If it wasn't true, they wouldn't laugh, Tim. You got to sit in the truth of the Lord.
So Mal, you are a late addition to the pod.
Yes.
Or to the whole ass festival. Damn.
Yeah.
How much was your plane ticket to get over here? And did you sit?
This is
first class?
financial chat with Tim McLaughlin.
No, was it hard to get here last minute?
No, because I use Skip Lagged for last minute flights. Do you guys do Skip Lagged? Do you know what it is? Do you know what it is?
Put us on.
Yeah, so Skip Lagged, for the listeners and the people here, is like...
And if Skip Lagged, if you're watching this, give us some money.
So it's a website. It's like it's a travel website similar to like Priceline or something, but it shows you, like, if you need a direct flight from San Diego to Denver, and let's say the direct flight costs $700, right? You can buy a cheaper ticket that routes through Denver and just get off the plane. So it'll show you all of the connections.
Oh.
So I bought a ticket from San Diego to Indianapolis.
Nice.
And ditched the plane because who wants to go to Indy? And,
I do. It's a good time. It's race weekend. The Indy 500 is happening right now. Memorial Day weekend for the Vail.
So
You could have gone to the race.
I could have. There were a ton of Indiana people going
To the race?
Yeah, they're fired up.
It's such a good time, dude.
Yeah.
I used to go every year. We used to camp out in the Coke lot. So you can camp out in this big
Cocaine
parking
Wait,
lot.
I know. I was
Yeah.
like, I think I've been there.
It's a big parking lot outside of the thing. And I saw, dude, it's just hillbilly city.
Yeah.
It's awesome. And everyone has their truck and they all have stripper poles that they put in the back of their truck for some reason because they're like
For some reason.
Yeah.
What could that be?
Well, here's the thing. These guys are all toothless and like dirty.
From hitting their mouth on the pole.
But they don't have any women with them, and they're just like, man, if I put a stripper pole in the back of my truck, a woman gonna come over here and use this, and I know she's gonna use it.
I mean, nowhere more likely than a Coke lot.
I saw two women fighting one night. This one woman was punching this other woman in the face, and she kept yelling, "She hit my mama! She hit my mama!" And then behind them, 400-pound man, just in his whitey tighties, spinning around a stripper pole.
Yes.
It was one of the greatest. This was like before camera phones.
Yeah.
I'd have gone viral instantly. It was incredible.
That sounds like
So
the
you could have
tourism
had that.
video
You
for
could have done that.
Indianapolis. Yeah, I could have done that. So the flight was $150.
Oh,
Oh, that's
nice.
sick.
Wow.
Yeah, instead of
shit.
the $700 or whatever, and then I just Southwest it back.
Nice. Well, great.
Yeah, happy to be here.
And we're happy to have you on the show. And this has been catching up. Actually, no, it hasn't, because it's only 6 minutes in.
Timothy.
What, Micah? We're on Bear Watch.
Your whole catching up has been you talking about yourself.
That's what it always is. But we're on Bear Watch, Micah.
Yeah, Bear Watch, day 2.
Anybody in here seen a bear?
You two
You
did.
saw it?
I don't know why I put the microphone out to get hand-raising sounds.
No, tell us about your bear experience.
We were walking up the street, saw it go across, and I was like, not going that way, and turned around.
Nice.
You ran away.
Yes.
One of the two options. Pretty smart.
By all accounts, we have heard that the bear is chill. So that is good. We heard
Probably
from
on
the,
some gummies and shit.
the bear did break into the CBD store last night and is chill now. Did you see the bear?
I just saw pictures of it.
You only saw pictures of it. I want to see the bear in real life. I've always wanted to smell a bear too, because I heard they stink real bad, and I want to smell that. You know.
Tim's the kind of person who will sniff the fake leg to see what it smells like.
And I have done that. My friend took his leg off, and I let him stay at my apartment, and I got up to go to the bathroom. There's his leg. And I'm like, I got to take a whiff of this thing. We've been walking around all day. And it smelled fine, and I was fucking pissed. I was like, damn, smelled like a damn bear.
You risked it all for the scent of a belly button, maybe.
I know. Have you ever smelled a bear?
No,
Oh.
and that's some white people stuff. Not to make it racial, but
Thank you.
make it racial, but
It's not
like,
racial if it's true.
Yeah, but
you
it's
know?
like only a white person would be like, I want to get close enough to the bear to smell it.
Well, I'm
Yeah, I wonder what it smells like. I mean, he's probably friendly, and we walk up and smell him.
And if I may, that's hillbilly shit.
Yeah, Micah's like an upper class white.
It's middle class, but to him it's upper class. So
I see the Lululemon water bottle. I know what I'm
Yeah.
working with over here.
this was gifted to us by the Vail Comedy Festival. Comes that to you every Memorial Day weekend.
This is good. We are hitting our contractually obligated plugs for the fuck.
Shit, Tim. Now we got to do 5 more.
Damn it, I'm having a stroke. Well, this is good. Now it's time for plugs. This is where we plug our shit. Plug your shit. What do you got coming up?
So I'm filming a special at the end of the summer.
Whoa.
And I'm very excited about it. I have a dry bar special that just came out with Dry Bar, and I put out a special 2 years ago that I shot in Texas that is all can be found on my website, malhall.com, and all my tour dates are there as well. Come out and see me.
MALHALL.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
Nice. Micah.
Well, whenever this is coming out, if you're in New York City, come to see our live advice show we do every second Sunday of the month. This June 9th, we're going to have comedians Bonnie McFarlane, Adrian Iapalucci, and Matt Koff from The Daily Show. It's going to be a banger. Williamsburg, the Gutter Bar at 8 p.m.
You've done it. $10.
$10.
And if you can't make it and you want to check it out, go to patreon.com/greathang, where we will put it up behind the paywall because I am poor and need the money. And also, if you're on the Patreon and you're like, hey, I'd really like Tim to come hang out with me and get drunk at a party with me. You can do that for $2,400 a month. I'll go anywhere in the world for $2,400 and party with you. I have nothing going on. So,
Tim, I'm going to pay it, and it's going to send you to a job.
I would love that.
He's like, what is this, a HR manager?
But if you own a bear, Tim will come and smell your bear
Yeah.
for free.
That's
for
true.
free.
If you own a bear, I will come smell your bear for free. I'll give it. Hey, I'll actually pay you. To be honest, I'll give you $2,400.
A bear or any removable limbs. He just wants to smell stuff.
I love smelling stuff. I guess I'm just a freaking curious George out here having a nice time. All right, now it's time for our next segment, Spit That Bit. This is where if you have a bit you're working on, Myka mostly will help you, and I will add in nothing. So if you want,
Awesome.
if you've got a new bit you're working on, we've got a nice crowd of people too, so you get good feedback. If they think it's funny, they might laugh. If not, they might not. I don't know.
Okay. I wrote a couple of them down.
Okay.
Because
Nice.
I don't. Okay, so here's one that I've done like 2 or 3 times, but it does not. It's not really hitting yet, and I believe in it, so I'm going to continue for probably the next 6 to 8 months of bombing with this thing
Absolutely.
until I find it. But
The comedian's way.
But my wife is white. I have 3 kids, and they're all half white, and I say. I want to be. I know that my son's relationship with the cops is going to be different than mine, mostly because he has my face, but your guys' skin. And I'm saying, for the people listening, there's a lot of very nice white people looking at me right now. So he has my face, but your skin. And I think we live in America. We understand he's going to have a different relationship with the cops, mostly because of his face. Also, my son's vibe is very much like, yeah, I saw him, officer. I could give you a full description. I'll come down to the station. Like he's got that vibe about him. But I just want to teach him how to deal with the cops, but in I want to be a good dad to a white sons, right? And I've been watching on YouTube how you guys deal with the police. It's very different.
You watching the auditors?
I watch. There's a ton of just like white people getting pulled over by the police and then putting it on YouTube.
Yes.
And I didn't know some of my protocol. I'm from San Diego. In the 90s, they put out this article. It was around Rodney King time about how to not get beat up by the police if you're a person of color. And my mom's Japanese lady, 4 black kids, so she found 4 copies of this paper, laminated them, and gave one to each of us so we all know the protocol.
Smart.
So do you just like hand it to the cop with your ID?
Yeah.
I wish it was that easy.
Is one of them to tell him your mom is Japanese?
I wish that was one of them. Here's my protocol. When I get pulled over, it does not matter what the infraction is. I turn the car off, roll all the windows down, throw the keys as far as I can outside the vehicle, 10 and 2, hands on the steering wheel, eyes straight ahead, yes sir, no sir, regardless of the gender of the cop.
Smart.
Yeah.
Yes sir, no sir, regardless of the gender.
Yes.
That's what I have to do. Mm-hmm. I'm finding out on YouTube you guys don't have to do that.
Absolutely
I didn't know.
not.
I didn't know you're allowed to have attitude with a cop. Did you guys know? Did you know you're allowed to be annoyed that the cop pulled you over?
Yes.
You could talk to him with what tone? Like, I didn't know.
Your first word should be, I know my rights. I don't have to speak with you.
I didn't know that you're allowed to call the manager on a traffic stop.
Yes, you can call. You can make them bring their sergeant.
Yeah. Where is yours? I didn't know there were badge numbers on the badge because I just looked straight ahead.
Unless you've committed a crime, you don't have to give them your ID at all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you can just shout, "Am I being detained?" as
Yes.
you walk away.
Absolutely. I watch those videos all the time.
It is mesmerizing to
It's
watch.
incredible.
Yeah, we're kind of like superheroes, you know?
Yeah. So that's why the bit has not worked, because it's kind of just a premise, and I shout out examples, and the crowd. You guys were actually really good, but most of the time the crowd gets really uncomfortable because it's
There's a bunch of cops. It's a cop convention.
yeah.
Well,
Yeah, I only do it at cop conventions.
you're like, I don't see why these pigs don't like my jokes.
Oh,
Let me pick a bit that's actually kind of
Dude, I watch those auditing videos all day.
Is
at
that what
work.
they're called?
They're called auditors. The videos I watch are the people that go around and film, like at the post office or at like the DMV until someone kicks them out, and then they yell about how they know their rights and they don't have to have an ID. And I'm just like, the level
Yeah.
of wanting to get in a fight I don't have in me
Yeah.
at all. but I love watching people doing it.
But now I'm rooting for them to get hit.
Yes, absolutely. They're being assholes.
Yeah, like you never want to root for someone to get their ass beat.
Yeah.
But they're the equivalent of your little brother being like, I'm not touching you. I'm not touching you. I'm not touching you.
Dude.
You could add that into your bit.
That is a good line. I just came
you
up with
go.
that.
You know, there's
Yeah.
a side benefit too of being white with the cops is you can involve yourself in problems that aren't even yours.
Yes.
True.
You can.
Yes.
If you see a black guy getting picked on, you could be like, "What are you fucking up to, you pig?" Get the cop really angry and then just bounce.
Yes.
Leave it to the.
Sometimes they do arrest you. My brother's buddy one time got in a fight with some black guys in Bloomington, and the cops arrested the black guys, but not my brother's friend because he's white. And my brother's friend goes, "Oh, just an arrest in the black guys, huh? Because you're racist." And the cops go, "Okay, we'll arrest you too, I guess." And they just took him to jail. And then he was like, "Yeah, then me and the black guys got along in jail."
What a crazy what are you in here for story.
Yeah.
What are you in here for? Well,
Civil rights.
But yeah, that was pretty good. None of that kind of stuff happens here at the Vail Comedy Festival.
The cops here, it seems like this is like the best beat to have if you're a cop. The Vail police, very nice vehicles.
Yes.
And it looks like they know like everyone's name. You
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
I will be honest, and again, not making a racial, but I have been the only black person that I've seen for the last 48
I
hours.
saw another one.
Okay.
Tim's been writing it down in his journal.
Was it the bear that they're all talking about?
He's like, he smelled incredible.
It may possibly have been you. It was it was a guy walking a chocolate lab.
Yeah. Wait a minute.
A white dog. He found a white dog and started walking it around.
Okay.
I think the cops gave it to him. They're like, "Here, be inconspicuous."
You should go say hi to him. Do you know him?
No.
See your friend?
I have not seen him. I've been looking.
Yeah.
Yeah, who are you going to nod to?
Yeah, I think this is for everybody, right? Like you're acutely aware when you're the only one of you in a room or in a place, and so once you feel it, you sort of on the lookout. Like, is anybody else? Am I the only person here?
Yeah,
Am
it's
I
like
the
so
only
rare.
illiterate?
Yeah. Am I the only 10? Stop laughing that hard, Hal.
You don't think that the Bluegrass Festival's bringing out the urban youth? to Vail? That'd be funny.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that was good. That was a good segment of Spit That Bit. Now it's time.
Did we help?
Yes.
Yeah, we got the one line out of
Yeah.
it.
There
Hell
we
yeah.
go.
Two
yeah.
lines.
That
Two
can
lines.
be big.
Yeah.
That can be big.
One line can make or break a bit.
It's
you guys
true.
know this.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know.
Tim doesn't know.
I mostly bomb, but I'll just keep trying. You know?
Yeah.
Tim's what we call a personality comic.
Oh.
Yeah. I don't really write anything. I just kind of go up there and like, "Hey, you like a guy that can't read?"
Most people do.
Yeah, they do. I'm like, "I've been electrocuted at a bowling alley," and they're like, "Yes, we can see that."
That was my other bit was about reading.
Yeah?
I'm a slow reader.
You're slow?
I'm insecure about it. It's like my biggest fear in life is reading out loud in public.
Well,
like
you're gonna
if
have to do it today
Is
because we
that?
have a play.
Oh no. And and like there are slow, like some of us in this room are probably slow readers. None of us are proud of it at all. And it's like people that are fast readers have no idea like the anxiety that we walk out of the house with every day.
Are you listening, Myka?
Full-grown adult?
I'm judging.
Yeah, exactly. full grown adults not knowing if reading is just gonna pop up on you in public
Yes.
today. Like my biggest fear in life is like walking around like slow readers. You ever hanging out with a friend just trying to enjoy your day and they're reading something on their phone and then they're like, "Oh my god, oh my god, read this," and then they just put the phone in your face.
Yeah, and then
Panic attack.
And then they're like, my hand's starting to hurt holding
Yes.
the phone. And it's like, shut up.
Yes.
I'm not even halfway done.
That's what I say. Fact of life, when people hold their phone up to you, they will hold it up for as long as they think it
Right.
should take for
Yeah.
you to finish whatever's there. And as soon as you cross that finish line, they will look at you like, "Are you stupid?" stupid? What is wrong with you?
I have told this story on the podcast before. You have children, so this might have happened to you. I used to babysit my cousins, and when they were younger, I would have to read stories to them. And so one night I was reading to my cousin, and she, I was 2 pages in, and she goes, "That's okay." She goes, "I'll just do it." And she took the book and was like...
And she's like, the cat in the hat.
Yeah. I thought it was on the hat. Whatever, it doesn't matter.
I've had the same experience. My son looks at me sometimes like, what is taking so long, Daddy? These are all 3-letter words. What is wrong with you?
You know what could help is if you just look at it and be like, oh, interesting. What do you think about? What is your favorite part about that? You know, turn it back on them.
I've just started like not reading. I just describe what's happening in the pictures of the book every night.
Yes.
And eventually he's going to know that I'm, these books don't change every single night. But until that day, I'm just going to not read. I'm not going to try to learn how to read better.
No.
I'm just going to describe pictures to him until he knows.
How old is he?
He'll be 5 next week.
You got at least 2 more years. Because my cousin was like 6.5 when she told me to stop. So I think you're close. You could probably get to 7.
A year left.
All right, Myka.
Yes.
Now it's time for a part of the show. It's called Hot Take of the Week. This is where Myka gives us a situation she's found online. We get a little bit of information, and then we have to come up with our hot take. And then she gives us more information, and we find out if we were right or wrong.
Okay.
All right. Sorry, they keep being taken down.
Why?
Here we go. I don't know.
Why do you keep picking controversial takes?
I don't know. Because they're fun. All right. This one is, am I the asshole for not making food for my dad's stepkids?
Oh, I say no. They're your dad's stepkids. They're not even related to you by blood, so they don't get food at all. And this is a man with a stepniece and a stepnephew that I love very much, but I'll let those motherfuckers starve. I don't care. What do you think? You're a father.
I mean, is it your house? Are they rude kids? Do they have certain allergies that you just don't want to...
These are all things we'll find out. This is why you have to give your hot take.
Hot take, you probably are an asshole. I think you are an asshole. Wow. Feed these kids.
No.
They don't have arms. They need help being fed.
That would be funny.
Okay,
Myka?
Here's what's going on. I, a 16-year-old male, make my own lunch for school. I started making them when I was 11 and my mom was sick, and now I make all my lunches. My dad refuses to give me lunch money for school, said no way in hell he's making them.
Great dad.
And doesn't want to give me permission to eat outside of school because he'd need to pay for that. So I make them. I work part-time and started paying for the ingredients I use in my lunches. This is already pretty sad.
Do you think the mom died because the dad wouldn't pay for her to go to the hospital?
Very likely, yeah. I think she died because her husband was a cheapskate who wouldn't feed her kid.
Yeah.
My dad got married 2-ish years ago. His wife has 3 kids who are 5, 7, and 8. For about a year, there's been an issue where my dad and his wife want me to make all 4 lunches. They said if I'm making my own, I should make my siblings, and I say siblings in quotes because they're not my sibling, to save their mom time and streamline everything. I was like, no, and my dad's wife was shocked. She called me out for making stuff only for myself. She said it's crazy that I would look at my siblings and not want to make a few things for them too. It escalated where they said I shouldn't get to eat their dinners if I won't participate in taking care of the family. So now I buy my own dinner, and I make my own dinner. Now they're calling me out for doing that. They said if I'm making dinner, I should make dinner for all 4 of us.
Wow.
This is like a Cinderella story.
Yeah, it's really bad.
Wow.
Well, you look like a fucking idiot.
Yeah,
I was right once again. That's crazy. Me at 16, if I had like stepbrothers and sisters, I of course would be like, oh, okay, I'll do it. I don't care.
Yeah.
If you had to pay for them, Tim, you haven't paid for your own food since you got here.
First of all, I just bought myself pizza. Secondly, I have spent a total of $18 since I've been here. Pretty fucking sick. And thirdly, I just kind of do anything people tell me to do. That's why I make no money, and I only work in warehouses and like moving jobs.
I wish that were true, but I'm like, do get a good job. He hasn't done that.
That's a very sad story.
Yeah.
Yeah, it really brought down the pod, Myka. Good job.
It was the only one that was available. The other one was going to be really fun, I swear.
So what
Wait, but that little kid was looking for advice on Reddit for people to tell him what to do?
Yeah, I mean, and I think the advice is call CPS.
Yeah,
like
for sure.
Because the mom was like, to like trick him into doing it, she's like, just stop making her kids lunches so that way to like guilt the 16-year-old. It's like you just starved a 5-year-old.
Yeah.
Like, what's wrong with you?
Yeah. Yeah, he should call the cops.
Yes.
And film it too, and then have
Yeah.
attitude.
Yeah.
See if the stepkids know their rights.
Have attitude with his parents in front of the cops. You know.
The cops always kind of side with the parents, though. I've seen a lot of those videos too.
just
I
has
gotta
to
get off the web. I'll tell you, it's bad.
I don't know. If a kid calls the cops, you got to pay attention
For
to that
sure,
kid.
for
Yeah.
sure.
Because that is the last thing they want to do.
For sure.
I was pulling Reddit advice stuff for the show later today, which if you guys want to see, we're doing another show at 3:30 at the Gambit called. It's our Reddit advice show, and it's a great show. And a lot of them were really sad. And
You didn't pick them, did you?
No, because I got in trouble, because we do it monthly in New York, and a lot of times since I'm a slow reader, I won't read the whole thing. And so halfway through it'll be like, and that's when my dad started beating me, and I'll be like, damn it.
Oh no.
I should have, so I had to read all of them. I've read all of them. They're all fine.
Okay.
They're all good. They won't bum anybody out. But speaking of reading stuff, ding, 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 ding,
Oh,
ding, ding,
shit.
ding, ding, ding. It's time for the news with Tim McLaughlin.
I'm sorry, everybody.
Shrine, oh yeah, the slowest reader in the room has to read out loud. Shrine honors cats at Japanese island where they outnumber humans.
I'm sorry, you guys. Tim picks like the worst news stories because he doesn't like read ahead and he just like finds the first thing he can find. I guarantee you there's going to be nothing more interesting that he says after this headline.
I thought you would have liked this. You love cats.
Yeah, but what is there more to it? We get it. There's a lot of cats at a shrine.
Toshirojima, Japan, on a small island off Japan's northeastern coast. You bet you didn't know that. Bet you learned that just now.
I wasn't even listening.
Visitors make offerings at a shrine for unlikely local guardians, cats. Oh, the Jinja. Oh, a cat shrine mythologizes cats as guardian angels of Toshirojima, where cats outnumber humans. Legend says the island used to be famous for sericulture. Oh my God, I've never heard of that word in my life. And farmers would keep cats because they would chase away rats, protecting the silkworm cocoons from the rodents. Myka, and you said we weren't going to learn anything else.
No, I said
This
it
is some
wasn't
of the
going to
most-
be interesting.
This is some of the most boring shit I've ever heard in my life. Well, we're done with the news. This news sucks. I thought it was going to be that like you get to go pet the cats and you get to hang out with the cats, but this shit is long. Oh my God. All right, well that's it.
Well, that was the news. Good job, Tim.
That was the news. We'll save the reviews for the pod because we'll have all these other reviews. So we'll do reviews for the pod later. Can I, Myka, you vamp real quick.
Okay.
Mal, I need to send you something.
You need to send him. Say your phone number into the microphone.
I can airdrop it
So
to you.
okay.
Here, if you just...
This is cool. Thank you guys so much for coming to the live pod. How did you hear about this particular show? Anybody?
You got it?
The emails?
Whoa.
And did you know what you were coming to? You did, sort of. How is this living up to your expectations of a live pod?
Okay, cool.
It's fun.
You're a
We're
guest,
all
right?
here. We're all live. You got some. You're like, we hate this. Please don't talk to me. Please don't talk to me. They locked us in and we can't go. That's great. What's the favorite thing you've seen at the festival so far? Shout it out.
This is good dead air.
I know, I love it. You know what? I'll just tell a story. We got trapped on the tarmac for 5 hours before we got here.
What?
We tried really hard to get here. Oh yeah, they put us in the thing, and then we had to wait for a full on thunderstorm to pass, and the whole time is beautiful out. And we're just sitting on the tarmac, and then we're getting these alerts shelter inside. We're we can't. We're on a plane. Damn it.
Yeah, they were shelter inside notices while we were on a plane. It was awesome. It was a super cool storm. The thing I'm most mad about, I think we flew over the F5 tornado that hit Iowa the other day, which if we probably looked down, we may have been able to see it, which would have been awesome. I'm a big tornado guy. I've seen many of them, but I'm from Indiana, it's classic Indiana stuff. All right, are you guys ready?
Yeah.
Mal, are you ready?
Oh, yeah.
All right, here we go. This is a play I wrote today. We join our heroes at the top of the mountain after a long hike up. This is me. Man. Man, hiking mountains sucks my dick.
You didn't want to say fucking dick, Tim? It says it's in the script.
I was trying to be nice. There's younger people in the crowd.
Okay. Okay. What do you mean? It's great exercise and it's beautiful.
Yeah, but it's hard as hell, and it also makes me want to kill myself. Also, when you get to the top, you should get some kind of prize.
The prize you get at the top is an incredible sense of accomplishment.
You can miss me with that bullshit.
Okay, then. What do you think would be a good prize for climbing a mountain?
I don't know, maybe some candy or something. I'd even be happy with $5.
See, this is why you're poor. You worked hard for hours hiking up this mountain, and all you think you should get is $5.
Seriously, bro, you need a higher sense of self-worth. You should at least be getting a lot of candy and like $20.
I guess you guys are right. 3 months pass, and we join our heroes once again. This time they are meeting with public officials of Colorado.
Will you please tell us what we're doing here? You told us we were going to Fazoli's for baked spaghetti and all-you-can-eat breadsticks.
Yeah, why are you wearing a suit? Where did you even get a suit?
Hello, everyone. My friends and I are here to propose that the state of Colorado add a prize at the top of mountains when we get done hiking.
No, no. We came with him because we thought we were going to Fazoli's.
Yeah, Tim, what the hell?
Don't listen to them. They're trying to go viral by being funny at one of these meetings. We would like to receive...
What?
What? All right, I'll reread it since you fucked it up and not me. Don't listen to them. They're just trying to be funny and fuck. Ah! All right. Don't listen to them. They're just trying to go viral for being funny at one of these meetings. We would like to receive a lot of candy and 20... All of a sudden, Tim collapses and foam starts coming out of his mouth. He's dead.
Good. I'm glad that's done. Everybody, let's go to Fazoli's.
Hell yeah, dude. The end.
The end. Thank you. I'm really hoping Fazoli's gives us some money.
What is Fazoli's?
Fazoli's is fast food Italian. It sucks, dude. It sucks. I used to go all the time in high school. It was awesome. They have breadsticks that are big.
No.
Have you ever had Fazoli's?
No.
By round of applause, who in here has had Fazoli's? Yes. My man put his hand up, doesn't understand how a round of applause works. But Fazoli's is good. They got baked spaghetti. It sucks. They've got breadsticks. They just come around to your table, keep giving you breadsticks. It's awesome.
It's like a worse Olive Garden?
Yeah.
Oh, my God, yes. It's probably 10 times worse than Olive Garden.
Wow.
Man, that rules.
Yeah. But the one that was in Indianapolis is now a Chick-fil-A, and it pisses me off. Because when I go back, I always want to have it. But anyways, if you're out... Also, one time I was in South Bend, Indiana, and I saw a white guy, toupee, obvious toupee, like really bad, in a dashiki. And he was like 70 years old, and he was wearing an African dashiki.
I'm glad he wasn't also wearing an afro.
Yeah,
He's
that
going to
would've been
fake
cool.
his hair.
At the Fazoli's?
At the Fazoli's. I have so many pictures of him that were on my other phone. I just kept taking pictures of him and sending them to my Uncle Steve.
I can't believe Nancy Pelosi was in Indianapolis. That rules.
Because my Uncle Steve loves pointing out people with toupees, and then he yells toupee.
Does he?
Yeah.
That's
He's
hilarious.
a big dude. No one really fucks
Tim
with
comes
him.
from a long line of pieces of shit.
All right. Mal,
Tag Fazoli's, by the way.
I will tag
So
Fazoli's.
Tim can get his sponsorship that he wants for the shitty food that they have there, apparently.
I do a lot of Fazoli's related stand-up, and I tag them all the time. They never even look at it, share it. I mean, it normally starts out by saying if you go to Fazoli's, it means you like your diarrhea hot.
Wow.
But it's pretty good.
I can't believe Fazoli's social team isn't on top of that.
Yeah.
Well, we talked about Newman's Own once, and they sent us a bunch of shit.
Yeah?
Yeah. I was like, can we bring Paul Newman back from the dead to fucking talk to me and my grandma? My grandma loves Paul Newman, dude. Anybody else's grandma love Paul Newman? You guys are wrong. You should all be clapping your hands. All right, Mal, this is a part of the show where you really get to shine. This is fun party story or tip for being a great hang.
So this is a very good question, and I think it should be self-explanatory, but I've been at parties where people don't know. Like, the best way, I think, to be a good hang at a party, especially if it's a party where there's people, like, of note there, like, if you get invited to a cool sort of thing and you know it's cool, just blend in. Don't try to stand out unless, you know, like, it's not your thing. Blend in and speak when spoken to. And when people speak to you, take that opportunity to be awesome and then shut the hell up and blend back in again. Like, the last thing you want to be is a burden for the person that invited you. To me, that's the biggest deal. I always consider, who are the people here? Who invited me? I don't want them to have this person go, that Mal guy that you brought, why was he fill in the blank wild thing that you could do? So I'm quiet, I laugh at other people's jokes, and I drink whatever the free alcohol is, and I keep it moving.
That's good.
Yeah.
I do the
Tim
opposite.
has never done that in his life. Tim has ruined every social engagement I've brought him to.
In what way? In the way that I'm fun and nice and everybody likes me?
I'll be like networking, talking to people, and Tim will come up and we'll be like, "These bathrooms have excellent toilets. You should see the shit I was able to flush down," or whatever.
That's good to know. It's good to tell people. Here's the thing. Mike is acting like I'm a fucking piece of shit at parties. Mike and I went to a party. There were legitimate famous people there, and they asked the host if they hired Myka and I to be entertainment for their party.
That's true.
The drummer from the Strokes asked if Myka and I were hired to be fun people at their party.
Wow.
Now I'm wondering, in retrospect, was he being sarcastic because we were being so obnoxious?
We were doing fun tricks.
We were crushing.
We were killing.
In fairness, we were crushing. Like, I don't drink anymore, but like, I think I'd be embarrassed with how we're behaving now. But like, I was throwing grapes and Tim was catching them like a seal.
Oh, you guys
like
were
a trained seal.
You guys were standing out.
Yeah.
You guys were standing out. I would never.
Yeah.
I would have been sneaking grapes when no one was looking.
The guy who played James Madison from the original Hamilton cast was there, and I knew it was him, and I was really drunk, but I wasn't going to bring up that he was in Hamilton.
Yeah.
But I asked him what he did, right?
Yeah.
So I was like,
Slick, Tim.
so I was like, what do you do? And he was like, I'm an actor. I was like, have I seen you in anything? And he was like, no, I don't think so. And I was like, motherfucker, just say you're in Hamilton
Tim,
so I can ask you for free tickets to Hamilton.
that's absurd. If you see someone, you want to be like, have I seen you in anything? They're a celebrity. You say, I loved you in this, and then you move it along.
I have a couple of friends that are country musicians, and I took my cousin to a show one time. And I had all access, so I'm walking around showing her sort of everything. And then after the show, the band was going to drink on the bus, as they do. It's a party on the bus after the show. So I say to my cousin, do you want to go on the bus? Like, we're invited if you want to come. And she's like, on the tour bus? And I'm like, yeah, the tour bus. Let's go. And she's like, okay. And she's just a little bit of background. She's a mom. She has 2 kids, and she was probably out past her bedtime by a few hours. And we get on the bus, and immediately she starts doing old people stuff, like saying, "Isn't it kind of loud? It's kind of loud on here."
Let's go. I like that.
And keep in mind, I'm friends with everybody in this band. Like, I walk on the bus, and everyone's, "Hey, Mal," by name. This is my cousin. I introduce her to everybody, and then we're sitting down. And she goes, "It's loud, huh? Isn't it? There's music, but it's a party."
No.
Turn it down, my dumbass cousin is having a bad time.
It's like the most fun bar on wheels, right? And she's like, "Yeah, it's kind of loud." I'm like, "This is it.
Yeah.
This is what the after party's like." And then I start talking to somebody, and all of a sudden I notice, oh, the music got turned down. And I turn and look. And my cousin had found the sound system, and she's turning the... And I said, we're getting the hell out of here. Goodbye, everybody. Like, I don't want to stand up. Mal brought the person that turned the party off.
Oh, my God. That's awesome.
Yeah.
The absolute nerve that your cousin has to touch the sound
She
system.
starts testing their drugs.
Yeah, she's got her fentanyl strips.
Yeah.
Did she have Narcan on her?
No, I don't. It was embarrassing. It was embarrassing.
Did anyone bring it up to you?
No.
Oh,
because
that's good.
I nipped it in the bud. I'm like, I'm not going to be uninvited because of this. Turn the shit back up.
Yeah.
Let's leave.
What did you
Let's
say to
leave
your
now.
cousin? Where you're like, we gotta go.
Yeah, I said we got to get out of here.
Yeah.
And then I didn't tell her to her face, but I've told the entire family she's not invited backstage anywhere ever again.
Wow.
She's excommunicado from.
Yeah, you can't be that. That'll get your backstage passes taken away.
Yeah.
Michael, we got to get all access passes to something.
Oh yeah, we
Just
do.
literally anything.
What do you want access to, Tim?
I don't even know, really.
Yeah. Your dreams are so low.
They really are.
So, he's like, I don't even know. I was like, you can have all access to, a gym.
Oh, Micah.
Wow.
How about
Shade.
She's right, though. I really could. I have a gym that's under my work. I look at it every day as I go to work. I go, Michael would be really happy if I stopped in there.
He's told me multiple times he's joining this gym. And he's
But
like,
then
maybe.
I got in financial trouble, and I'm not able to pay for the gym for $9 a month.
I think the gym would be a great name for a dive bar, like a great dive bar.
A gay bar.
I'm going to the gym, babe.
Yeah.
Just go.
You come home all wobbly. She's like, what happened? I was like, it's a hard leg day.
It's leg day, babe.
Yeah. I blew out my back at the gym.
You got to come pick me up from the gym. They took my car. All right. I guess we could do reviews for the podcast. We're a little ahead of time. I thought we were further along than we were.
That was an inside peek into show business, guys.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys like show business, but this is a little portion of the show where if you're watching this on YouTube, of course, like, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications. You can also leave comments, and we read all of the comments off our YouTube page. So we're going to read the comments, and then we're going to get into our last two segments. Where did I leave off? Because we're doing half and half because we're doing 4 of these in a row. So I'm trying to save up the comments, and then we're probably gonna have to do. It doesn't matter. Don't Tim, shut up. New Jersey.
Oh, he's incredible, isn't he? It's like amazing to just watch him work.
I just love to talk. New Jersey Greg says, I love Tim kept doing his Allen Iverson talking about practice quote, and Micah gave him nothing.
Yeah.
Do you even know that?
No, I don't even remember what he's talking about now.
Miriam Zapata says, I thought for sure y'all would speak ill of the dead of the man who got killed by a moose.
Oh, I didn't even know about that, Miriam. Do you guys all know about this thing?
That was from the story I read about the guy who got murdered by a moose.
But you all heard about that story?
I have not heard about this.
You know him? Oh.
This happened in Alaska.
So what?
I guess you could know.
Wait,
the
you
guy.
can't know people in Alaska?
I guess that's true. It's very.
They're
remote.
not. It's not North Korea, Tim.
And you could know people there. Dennis Rodman.
Yeah. Does he still live there?
No, but I met Dennis Rodman once.
Did you really?
Yes, I did.
Did you ask him what he did for a living?
I said, yeah.
Yes, get him.
And he goes, I'm a basketball player. I go, you can do that for a living?
You're like, oh, have I seen you in any games?
What park do you play at?
Are you one of those and one fellas? Wizard Adam says, Tim showing some skin is clearly his attempt to get me to goo from my gang. Works like a charm, dear Lord.
Tim, I don't think you should read these today.
Okay, I won't.
Our comment section is heavily jizz-based, unfortunately, due to nothing we've ever done. Just our fans love to fill up our comment section with...
It got so horny.
It got so horny. I don't know if you guys are all horned up just from watching this podcast. But the people who watch us on YouTube get real horned up.
Wow.
They started calling themselves the Goo Gang.
They call themselves the Semen Demons.
It's crazy.
You guys-
And then
It's all our sexual chemistry we bring.
And then last week, I accidentally shouted out my mom's birthday, and I said she was the queen of the Goo Gang. And now they've really taken to that in the comments, and I feel bad that I did it. I should have taken it out of the episode, but my mom likes shout-outs, so I left it in. She listens to the show. She's like, I really liked that you said happy birthday. I was like, oh, good.
Aw, that's sweet.
Yeah.
You guys should make T-shirts.
We should.
That'd be funny.
Sticky, hard T-shirts.
Well, it's kind of perfect too because a T-shirt is a perfect jizz rag. So.
Yeah, we can make T-shirts and socks. All right. And that was that. Fun party story. Now we only have 2 segments left. We have to speak ill of the dead. Did you find a dead person to talk shit about a person?
I did not.
I'll go first then. You can talk. You don't have to do it.
I'll
if you
tag
don't
up
want
your talking crap about a dead person.
All right, perfect. I'm going to talk shit about Paul Newman. Fucking being so hot all the time, making my grandma talk about how hot you are. I don't need to hear my grandma talk about how hot Paul Newman is. That's gross. There's only one queen of the Goo Gang, and that's my mom, Sue. Not my damn grandma. My grandma loved Paul Newman. And here's the other thing. I love Paul Newman, too. But she used to buy all the Newman's Own stuff. Shout out Newman's Own. Send us some more shit.
Hell yeah.
And she used to hold
Olive oil and vinegar.
It's good.
Great.
She used to hold up the bottle and she'd go, "Isn't he so handsome, Timothy?" That's what she would say to me about Paul Newman. I was like, damn, do not do that.
And then she takes the bottle up to the bedroom.
Micah, she was on one floor. She was not doing stairs. But anyways.
Oh, she didn't fucking take the bottle up to the bedroom, Tim?
All right, shut up, Micah. Anyways, rest in piss, Paul Newman.
Yeah.
All right, Micah.
I hope you're taking the bottle in hell.
No!
Okay, mine is it's a woman. She's unnamed, but she died in October 2008. She was a 43-year-old Irish woman who died of anaphylactic allergic reaction after having sex with a German Shepherd.
No!
Oh, no.
Micah, what the fuck? Why did you bring this to the table in any way?
Because they groaned.
That's so nasty.
Its owner,
That's gross.
Sean McDonald, she wasn't even the owner of the dog. Fuck this lady.
You don't want to be the owner. You go to jail if you're the owner. Ask Michael Vick.
Oh, wait, this gets worse. She
Did you not read it? What are you mean?
Yeah, okay. All right, by round of applause, shall I go on? That guy is like, no. I am sorry, sir. You've been outvoted. If you don't want to hear this, I suggest closing your ears and humming a little bit.
Earmuffs.
The owner of the dog and the woman met on an internet chat room for bestiality. Oh no, she was. I didn't know those existed, but
Yeah. They probably did it in Washington. Washington was the last state to outlaw bestiality.
don't know that.
I watched a documentary about it.
What the fuck, Tim?
I watched that documentary Zoo. Have you ever
He's
seen
like one of those guys who's like, and actually, if you're 14 in Kentucky, that's still okay. What the hell?
There's a documentary called Zoo. It was all about that dude, Mr. Hands, that got fucked to death by a horse.
Oh no.
Tim has a note on his phone of all the loopholes for all
Yeah.
the weird things.
I accidentally airdropped it to you.
I'm allowed to fuck animals here. It's in my phone.
He's like the list of animal consent. She was prosecuted and added to the sex offender list. Oh no, the dog owner was. The woman died, of course. Oh wait, I'm not going to read the last part. Okay.
Oh, good.
It is actually too sad to share. And now
2006, Washington voted to prohibit sexual contact with animals. 2006.
Wow.
That's crazy.
wait, so if they had met in 2006, what if it took them 2 years to plan that dog fucking escapade?
Oh, she was saving up.
Yeah.
Damn. That was because that's the whole point of the documentary is that people would make like retreats up. You know how people come here to ski?
Yeah.
They would do that to bang animals. It was so
Damn.
crazy. Washington.
Is that true, Tim?
Yes, it was a documentary. It's called Zoo. It's gross. Don't watch it. I watched the whole thing. I'll give you another non-rec. Don't watch Pervert Park either. That's a bad one. It's about all the
They're all crossing it off their list.
It's about all the sex offenders in Florida.
Timothy's like on the dark web finding movie recommendations. He's like, they can't even find these movies.
I got it from those anonymous guys that wear the V for Vendetta masks.
Oh.
But Pervert Park is about in Florida, they take their sex offenders and they put them all into one trailer park community.
Oh, like a leper colony for perverts?
Yes. So that's like they're halfway home after they get out of prison, they go to this. And it is fucked up. Do not watch that movie. All right.
Dude, you just ran out of all the other documentaries.
Yeah, listen, I love to learn, you know? So
Honestly, I would watch that. That sounds pretty entertaining.
It's not. It's so
No,
sad.
that
It's
sounds
so fucked up.
weird.
And that's coming from me. I laugh at like horrible stuff.
Yeah.
Did you think of anyone to talk shit about as we were going?
No, I'm mainly thinking about this pervert park now.
You're gonna go?
No.
Oh, cross it off the list. Bucket list adventure to Pervert
Wait,
Park.
where? It's in Florida?
It's in
Of
Florida.
course, it's in
Yeah.
Florida.
And they,
It's funny because they like don't even have to bring anyone in.
yeah. And like people go around and like light the trailers on fire and stuff and throw rocks at the people.
Like the non-perverts?
yeah.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah. Yeah. You know what? It is quite funny, Micah. Yes, it is.
That's pretty good, actually. I like
Think
that.
about that, though. You have to go around to the different trailers and tell them that you're a sex offender.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
they're like, me
yeah,
too, me too, yeah.
They're like, hashtag me too, me too.
They're like, yeah. I'll see you tomorrow when I'm making the rounds.
All right, well, that's the show.
Hell yeah.
We've done
We
the
did
show.
it.
The show was over. You guys were great.
That was
Give it
fun.
up for yourselves for coming to the podcast.
Thank you so
very
much.
And if you guys want to listen to more of these shows, it's the Great Hang Podcast. It's on YouTube. It's on iTunes. It's on Spotify. We have had incredible guests, mostly all New York-based. But if you want to check it out, it's the Great Hang Podcast. And we have a bunch of other shit on our Patreon at patreon.com/Great Hang. Now it's time for sign-offs. This is where we just do our little sign-offs. You just have to say signing off and do your sign-offs. Signing off, it is I, the greatest man to have ever lived. A documentary aficionado. A playwright for the ages. Your Patreon dad, patreon.com/Great Hang. Your free feed best friend, Timothy Grady McLaughlin II.
And signing off, it is I, the kindest woman in the world, America's sweetheart, a woman who is sorry to say that the dog that got fucked was euthanized.
No! Micah, you got a spit take. Micah, what the hell, bro?
It is Toey the cat's mom, Pal's friend, Tim's girlfriend, your friend and podcast host, Micah Fox.
And signing off, it is I, the only black person in Vail that's not a bear that's also terrorizing the people here.
Putting a bad name for black people.
Mal Hall.
And we hope you guys have a great rest of the day. Bye.